All right, let's continue with the series of journal finder. And in the first video, we have discussed about, how to find a specific journal using journal finder services, which are offered by many publishers. And we also have talked about that the actual procedure for locating the journal should start from locating the journal first and then writing the appropriate paper for that particular journal after checking its archive. So in this video also I'm going to show you one of the services, and after that one more way of here it is. Yeah, so what you can do is go to Google and type SCImago, SCImago. Yeah, so this is the highlighted keyword SCImago, SCImago. You need to type it in Google. You will come to this particular page. This is a SCImago institution ranking page for SCImago journal and country ranking. And in that, for you guys especially, I have put the word called criminal law. Let's see what are the journals which SCImago is going to show us about criminal law, or the journal which accepts the paper based on this topic called criminal law. So I've just pressed the enter. Yeah, and here are the journals, various journals, and I hope you must be aware of some of these journals already. Yeah, so the thing is, here is the list: Journal of Criminal Law and Criminology. Yeah, criminology, criminal justice, law and society, things like that. Okay, so these are so many different journals, 11 of them to be precise, right? So all these are the journals, right? The list. Fine. So let's go to a specific journal and see the details of that particular journal. Yeah. Okay, right. So here is the journal's name, right? Here is the scope. That means what that particular journal is expecting from the author. Here is the link to go to the specific home page of that particular journal, right? And thereafter, let's see which quartile this journal fits into. This is the SJR and total citation score and all the beautiful graphs. Yeah, fine. And my dear friends, here it is. It's a Q1 journal and having the impact factor as 0.62, right? So wonderful journal to target. Yeah. So I sincerely request you all to, visit this homepage, check what kind of papers are published with this journal in their archive, and then there onwards you can decide whether your work suits the best to this particular journal or not. Yeah, this is one way, my dear friends. There is a second way also. So let's go to journal ranking. Yes, and here in this journal, on this journal ranking page, if you just see, you don't need to do anything. If you can observe, the all the journals of various categories from various domains in Q1 are listed in front of your eyes. Okay. Now, in addition to that, H index, total documents since 2019, since past 3 years, references, citation, every detail about that specific journal is given, right? Now, if I click on this particular arrow, what will happen is that instead of Q1, I'll get the entire list of Q4 journals. So as we have four different quartiles, so Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So now by default, the Q1 list is displayed here. So later on, there'll be a list which is displayed from Q4 if you press this particular arrow once again. And there are so many journals which are available. It is possible to download this data and write your own bibliometric paper on that as well, my dear friends. Just a simple hint. Yeah, so now instead of all the categories, you may just go to a specific category. Say for example, you would like to deal with let's say law in medicine, for example. Yeah, is there any new law in medicine? Let's see. I don't know. Yeah. um Now what has happened? See, the number of journals have reduced drastically to 7,462. Then you may go ahead and check the different categories of this particular section. Yes, say health policy, which is somehow related to very near to law. For example, I don't know really. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, and then if you would like to once again see the number of journals have drastically reduced to 257. Yeah, and then you go to specific region if you would like to, otherwise just leave it blank. Then you can go to only journals because you don't want a conference paper or things like that. Yes, yeah, so now it is 253. So these are the different journals which are visible in front of your eyes. As I said, I am just going to click this particular arrow right now to showcase the details in front of you. And now if you observe, see, all the journals are now in Q4, right? So if you are going to write a paper which fits the bill of, say for example, Canadian Journal of Bioethics. So if you would like to relate your law related research with this bioethics, then you may go ahead with this particular journal, just for the sake of discussion. Yeah, if you are talking about how the health information management system should be, what kind of laws it should follow, and what how to build on what policies such kind of system should be built, then this is the journal for you. Yeah, similarly, I guess you need to see here issues in law and medicine, a beautiful journal for you guys. Pharmaceutical policy and law, another beautiful journal for you guys, right? But as I'm not from your domain, I sincerely request you to go to this particular journal, check out the details, and this way the journal can be located very, very easily. Yeah. So this is the way, my dear friends. Yeah. List of various journals. Okay. Fine. Now, two more things. As you all aware, in Scopus also, based on the keywords, it is possible that you will get all the list of journals, right? And in Web of Science also, based on the keywords, a list of journals is popped out. Yeah, so you may go to that specific journal's homepage, check the archive, check what kind of papers are accepted by the journal, write your paper accordingly, and then that will become a win-win situation, not only for the author but also for the journal editor, because you have given what exactly the journal editor was looking for. Another tip is, when the rough abstract and the rough title is ready, yeah, so that rough abstract and rough title can be communicated to the editor of various journals, and take their what you can say, suggestions, or take their views on it. And there are very good editors of few journals, and they definitely get back to you within no time whether such kind of paper is suitable for the journal or not. And the moment you get that kind of reply from their side, then that will become a easier step to submit your paper quickly to that particular journal then. But in that case, the moment you receive a reply from the editor, it is requested and it is expected that the paper is submitted within a short period of time. Yeah, so that is the second thing from my side. And the next thing is, the using Scopus, Web of Science, or Google Scholar, or ResearchGate, or SCImago, or Crossref, or any other database for that matter. Now we have Nimbus also accessible to us, and all other databases, article databases from your particular domain, right? So the moment you, being a researcher, say that, okay, this is going to be my base paper, or this is a very motivating paper for me, or in my area these are very good, few very good papers which I would like to follow, or my work is kind of based on these previous work, or my work is an enhancement of the work which is mentioned in this particular paper, then in that case the best way to locate the journal is that particular journal where that paper is published, right? If not, then the specific list of references which is given in that particular paper is then will give you many names of the journal, because usually every paper will have at least 40 50 odd number of references. That means 40 50 number of journal names which will be visible and which will be readily available for you, my dear friends, right? So this is from my side as far as selecting the journal is concerned. But in this last thing which I told you about, going through the reference list, in that case what happens is that it is very essential to choose your base paper from a reputed journal. Yeah, if do not go with a paper which is published in a small tiny conference, because then the review process through which that paper went on uh, is not a quality process. And hence a request to all of you that if you are going to follow the journal selection process using the reference list, then that particular article should be published or should be from or should belong to a very very reputed journal of high repute. Yeah, Q1 for that matter, and then only you will get to know a beautiful list of journals to begin with. Yeah. And the last but not the least from my side, if you are looking for the bibliometric paper or scientometric paper or survey paper, there are few journals which are very good, and those journals are the science and technology libraries, Library Philosophy Practices, Scientometric, and Malaysian Journal of Library and Information Sciences. Yeah, so these four journals are particularly there in the market to access. They are for bibliometric and survey papers, right? One final thing, there is something called Academic Accelerator. This is powered by Google or enhanced by Google. Here again, I'll type criminal law for you guys to see. Criminal law, but say journal and press enter, see what happens, right? As we said, it's enhanced by Google, so you get the feel of searching on the Google. But again, you get a list of various journals which are into specifically into criminal law. Yeah, but here in this journal accelerator, or academicaccelerator.com website, it is essential to give your topic and then the word journal, because we are specifically looking for journals, my dear friends. If you just give criminal law, then what happens is that see first few URLs, you get some blogs or some sites, some attorneys details and some other details related to criminal law. We don't want that. We just want our journal list of journals in that specific area. So for that, adding a word journal will help actually in this academic accelerator also. It is also one of the beautiful tool and the service provided by Google for locating and finding the journal. So I'm done from my side. I request you all to go through this video, listen to this tiny two videos so that you will be ready. You must have handled, you must have given the queries, you must have fired the queries, and you must be, ready with the journal list, particularly related to your domain. And just in case if you have any doubts in the upcoming session, uh, upcoming live virtual session, I'll try to solve all your doubts. Okay, thank you so much, and enjoy your day. Bye, take care.